Welcome everyone to the 2017 Panini Flawless Baseball Case Break. My name is Greg Sussman, joined today by Frank Stample, Greg Biden, Sharon Chung. We are here to break open this case and find valuable cards. Frank, I'm pumped.
Yeah, me too, man. We're going to be looking for some very, very valuable cards. Not to say that last time we weren't opening up some legit baseball cards, but today, it's the big ones. Big ones.
We have a list of names here in front of us. And there are some big names on this thing, Frank. Like, we were told, all right, there's some cool rookies, maybe. There are big names on this list.
Yeah, and not just present players either, which I found interesting, and we'll go into that a little bit, is that there's some rookies on here, some current players, but there's also historical players, and not just players. There's even a president we'll be looking for throughout this.
Greg, I was told there's a JFK card in here.
Yes.
What is going on today?
Well, what's going on today is that cards have become so transcendent that, just because it's baseball, the interest will draw greater if you have unusual and rare things. That helps drive up the value and the price. So by putting a JFK cut auto in here, there's only one of them, by the way, you're getting a priceless item. It's just a truly priceless item.
So it's a truly priceless item, Sharon, except everything has a price.
Yes.
So what is the most valuable cards that we could find in here today?
Possibly the JFK.
The JFK. So we're looking for JFK.
Yes.
How much would JFK be worth?
Probably around 35 to 40,000.
35 to 40 grand. And then I would take it and run, and you'll never see me again.
You wouldn't make it out. You wouldn't make it out the door. I don't know parkour, but I could learn quick.
I'm a JFK buff. What can I say? All right. Besides JFK, who else?
Roberto Clemente.
Okay.
Babe Ruth. Lou Gehrig.
And how much would these guys be worth?
Babe Ruth. It's with a game-used piece of jersey too, which is more valuable.
Right.
Bumps it up a little bit more, close to like maybe 10 to 12,000.
Okay, cool. So we did this last week all together, and we're going through the cards. We're like, oh man, how much would this be worth? We have a human encyclopedia here to basically tell us exactly on the spot how much all these cards are going to be worth. Sharon, what exactly do you do, and how do you do it? What is your role?
I've been doing this for almost 15 years. So I like the sport. It started with that, but I've been trading, selling, and basically just knowing the market. That's my job. So I run this like an investment thing.
Okay.
And the value goes up, obviously. So it's like a market. So
the value goes up, but we were talking before the show started, and I heard one of you guys saying that, listen, Aaron Judge was amazing last year, but if he, for whatever reason, goes into a massive slump, bats 200 this year, hits 25 home runs instead of 50 home runs, how much could that change the value of the card?
it already happened last year. Before the All-Star break, his stuff almost went up to almost 10,000%. A card that is $1,000 went up to $10,000.
Wow.
Well, 1,000%. And then after when the slump happened,
Right.
it went back to that $5,000 that card. So within a season, within 3 months, it has dropped drastically.
So I guess it's your guys' role is to try to figure out when the best time to sell that would be, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So, Greg, as someone who obviously collects cards, and you say, I don't even collect, I just play the market, is what you were telling us
Yeah,
before.
it's a commodity, like we talked about the last time.
Right. So
It's all tied into their fantasy, their reality. What's going on even in their personal life can affect it.
So for Aaron Judge, we'll just use that example again. Would you have held on to him all year, or would you have sold it right at the All-Star break?
Probably both on someone like Aaron Judge because he's a Yankee. We live in New York. There's a lot of other factors. You know?
Sure.
It really, Sharon and I talk about it. You see how the guy's playing. Do you think he's going to be on the incline? And do you really think it's ever going to get more valuable? It's all guessing.
There's always a market again. Because New York, they went to the playoff. People sold them early because they didn't think they were going to make the playoffs.
Right.
So the playoff made an impact. And now, them adding Stanton, his stuff, Aaron Judge, actually, after the trade, Aaron Judge stuff went up too. So it has a lot to do with the fantasy part of it too.
And I don't mean to cut you off, but certain items you're going to want to hold of the rookies. Like anything that's not a rookie, you're going to try to get rid of as soon as you can. The market may never top out right away. If it's a one of a superstar player, still you're not going to hold it because the next product's going to come out and people aren't going to want it unless you're trying to complete a set. But with the rookie, like Aaron Judge, if you're getting his rookie card, you're going to sell some and you might want to hold some because you think he's going to be good and it's going to go up in time just like any stock you buy in the stock market.
Well, we're talking a lot of hypotheticals here.
Yes.
I'm done with the hypotheticals. Let's find out what's in that box. Let's see
go.
what's real. This is exciting.
All right, so what we have here is a 2017 Panini Flawless baseball case. I'm going to open it up. As you can see, it's sealed with the Panini tape. We're going to open it up. Inside, it's 2 boxes. Each box comes as a briefcase, and each briefcase has 10 cards in it. Of those 10 cards, you're going to get 2 gemstone cards, 2 relic cards, meaning like memorabilia, a game used something, and then 6 autographs. Now, what's cool about
How much does this case run?
this case right now is going for $2,900.
Okay.
So you're paying essentially, you know, for rough estimate, $145 a card is what you're paying. So, you know, put this right here, sorry. You know, so here you have it. And as you can see, it's sealed multiple times. So I'm going to use this scissor. I'm going to open it. I'm going to pull out my briefcase. And this, you know, what Panini
How
does...
carefully do you have to be, or should you be opening these things?
This part of it doesn't matter because you'll see as I open it and I'll give you a show.
Okay.
But if you see, here's the briefcase, and what's cool about this, it's sealed on the side, Panini sealing on the other side. If you buy something and it doesn't have any of this, it could have been tampered with. So this is, you
Do
know...
you just get your money back?
I don't know. Depends on the dealer. So...
Sharon, how much would the briefcase itself sell for? Because this thing looks awesome.
In the first few years it came out, it has a little bit more value.
Okay.
They're like around $10.
All right, so...
It's nicer than the backpack I take to work, I'll tell you that much.
I'm going to move this out of the way.
I'll take it. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll just take that.
So
Frank one.
the way the briefcase is inside, you're going to have 3 cards that come in a snap-down holder, magnetic, that are protected with a Panini seal on it. So
Okay.
you know, which is nice. And there's going to be a box of the 7 cards. The 3 most valuable cards typically are the 3 on the outside. So what we're going to do, like we did the last time, we're going to save them for the end. We're going to build up the
Is that
excitement.
like after this case end, or
No.
No. Each box, we're going to do a box at a time. So I'm not even, you can see like on the
Higher.
camera, 1, 2, 3, and then here's the box. I don't even want to look because it's more exciting to wait to the end.
you don't even know it's that?
I don't want to know it's there. I want the excitement to be real.
Okay,
So I'm going to open up the box,
here we go.
and I'm going to I take them out, put it on top here so we don't ruin anything.
Okay.
So the first card we have is a Alex Reyes dual patch auto, numbered to 15. By the way, all the cards in this set are going to be numbered to 20 or less. We're looking for 1 of 1s.
Sure.
You know, with just anything in life, 1 of 1, it's the only one of its kind, makes it more valuable. So this particular card, there'll be of 20, 15, 10, 5, and 1. So there's 5 different parallels for every subset. It's a 107 card set with 134 different parallels and inserts based on the number of cards and whatnot.
Sharon, Greg was just saying that there's all these cards come with some sort of a patch. Is there a part of the patch that is worth more than another part of the patch?
Yes, the logo. It has more the colors. The team logo
Right.
has the best
So
value.
going back, if you see this card, this is a 3-color patch because you have the white, the blue, and the red.
Okay.
You know, we may come across something that's less, and I'll talk to you about it then.
Right.
But if
We
you
get
get
to-
like the Cardinals head, that goes like almost double the
Really?
value of the card.
Now, Frank, Alex Reyes obviously had surgery last year. He was a top prospect for St. Louis. Coming back, probably won't be ready for opening day. Could be ready as soon as May for the Cardinals. How important would he be in fantasy drafts this year?
This year, he's an interesting guy because he was super hyped up, like you're saying. There's a lot of volatility there because, you know, they might want to baby him, take it slow with him. He's the future of the organization, future of that pitching staff. So I think they might want to take it slow for him. Don't want to stretch him out too much. He'll be drafted, but I have a feeling that some people in redraft leagues might overdraft him. I think he's a better guy to target in like dynasty leagues.
What round in like a keeper league, dynasty round league do you draft him in?
I would say maybe like the early teens. Is that too late? Maybe like top 10
No,
rounds,
it makes
something like
sense.
that?
I think
Like
early teens makes sense.
10
For a guy that might
10
not
to
help
12,
you the
10 to
first half of the
15,
year, as you were
something like
saying,
that.
he might have the bullpen to start the year. A lot of questions with Alex Reyes. Let's continue, Greg.
All right, so the next card we have is a really nice one. You know, this is Clayton Kershaw. I believe he's the reigning Cy Young winner in the
He is not.
Oh, he's
Max
not. No,
Scherzer is.
Max Scherzer one. He won.
Finished in second, I believe.
Finished in second. But what's nice about this is a 2-color patch.
Yep.
Because you see the white and the blue, but it's part of the uniform, the logo. But this one's numbered to 10. So this was a blue background. This one has a red because of the different subset. The color determines it.
Now, how much would those two be worth here, Sharon?
Right now, the Kershaw is like around $50-$60.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay.
The Alex Reyes
So last week, I
is
think
depending on
Alex
how
Reyes would
he-
be a whole.
hold to
Right.
find out how good he is.
Yes.
So last week we did this. I think the high we got up to was like $3. So the fact that we're at like $59, I'm
Yes.
pumped about it.
Yeah.
Well, he is the probably the best pitcher right now in the league.
Yeah, so the Kershaw, like there's the old mantra, buy, sell, hold, just like with any stock and the
Yep.
cards being a commodity. So the Kershaw is going to be a sell.
Sure.
It's not his rookie. It's a good number. It's never going to go up in value more than it is when you first get it. So
Right.
he's a sell. The Reyes, I would think he's a hold because he hasn't pitched in the majors yet.
Very, very briefly.
But not enough to make a difference.
establish his value.
Exactly. Briefly doesn't count when it comes to cards.
Okay.
So, moving on. So then you have this Carson Fulmer giant patch.
I know Frank likes this one.
White Sox, huh?
It's a White Sox, and what's cool about this, it's 3 colors, but it's part of the logo. Ooh. And this is a silver, so it's numbered to 25. I don't know about you,
So that's
but
considered a base.
this is the base card, the base of the insert. No. I got burned by Carson Fulmer in my fantasy league a couple years ago. I was in a dynasty league and I held on to him. All right, here's something that we're going to really like. Now, this is exciting. I don't know who it is by the signature, but okay, could be not as exciting as I first thought. But here we have a one of one. It's Lee Smith, however. The only one of its kind. It's exciting, but it's not the one of one we were looking for. Not the one of
Well, he was a saves leader for a while.
He was.
But he's also in a. Looks like he's in a Cardinals uniform.
Yes.
The problem with Panini is they're not MLB licensed, so you don't have any official logos.
Okay.
But,
So he was a longtime Cardinal, Lee Smith. He was a saves leader for quite a long time before the recent guys like Mariano Rivera, Trevor Hoffman came in. What would the value of that be? It's a one of one, Sharon.
$100.
Okay, we're going up.
Yeah.
It just happened that, like in anything in baseball, saves doesn't really
Mean
hold for
anything.
I mean, Trevor
Only-
Hoffman may not make the Hall of Fame.
We'll find out later today.
Exactly.
Only
right.
closer to Celso Mariano so far.
All right, that makes sense.
All right, so now we have a nice. This is a patch auto of Darby Swanson.
Ooh, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby, excuse me.
Rookie.
Just drafted him.
We
didn't
just drafted.
Yeah.
Did we?
Maybe.
I don't know.
He's one of my sleepers too.
So Sharon sleepers.
And this is a rookie.
Sharon, do you play fantasy baseball?
I do. You have to. If you have to do this as your job, you have to do fantasy.
How many teams do you have?
I have 3.
Can you come in on one of our other shows? What? 11 a.m. weekdays. We host a show together. We'd love to have you on.
Oh wait, well, I'll be excited to do it.
Fantastic. Right back to you.
So I don't get the invite. I'm only the commissioner of 3 leagues. Anyway, so this is nice. It's a rookie auto. It's a 3-color patch, so it makes it more valuable as opposed to, because it's numbered to 25 in the base, this literally could have been all the white part of the jersey. So we're lucky that we got all 3.
So that one, I would assume Sharon has to be a hold because he comes up last year.
Big time.
He really struggles, but he's a former number 1 pick, first rounder, a lot of hype. This has to be a pretty good hold, I would think.
Yes.
might
His
even be a
value was
buy.
very high last year. His value.
So it could be a buy because
It
it's
could be
so
a buy
low.
because it was high,
Yeah.
it dropped,
Yep.
and there's a lot of potential, and so people are gonna, look to
Right
get rid
now,
of
he's
him.
a big good buy. Sorry to cut you off.
Greg, do these high-end packs that we're talking about, like the Panini Flawless, do they get better, I guess, patches of the jerseys than some of these other cards that we've seen? Or it just
It
is
can
what
be.
it is?
It runs the gamut. You know what? I think every set has basically the same.
Yeah.
Even
I
like
mean-
regular retail boxes?
Oh,
Yes.
retail's not.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, retail you're not going to do nearly as well. But on a product this is only hobby.
Okay.
They're not selling this in Modell's and Toys R Us.
Okay.
Because of the price,
Right.
and there's such a limited distribution. As we mentioned, every card in the set is numbered, so it's not an infinite number of product that can be produced like it was when we were kids, and you got the chewing gum in the back of the cards where they could print 10 million of them, and that's why they're worthless today because there's so many of them.
Well, the only difference in a cheaper product is they might not be patches. It's just a plain jersey.
Okay.
So that's what they put a lot of the.
Cool. Let's continue, Greg.
All right, the next one we have is Chris Sale.
Ooh.
It's a nice, base auto of him. I believe he is the reigning.
He is the reigning Cy Young
Cy Young.
Award winner in the American League, yes. I think.
Did he? No.
No? Who won?
Astros. What's his name?
Dallas Keuchel didn't win it.
No.
Verlander didn't win it. Verlander won it?
No.
Kluber, no?
Kluber's a Cleveland.
Kluber won it?
But he won.
All right, Corey Kluber.
Thank you. I'm like,
Well,
Whatever.
Chris Sale was awesome last year.
He was
awesome.
my ace. So
He was awesome. The card's awesome. Whatever.
All right, now this is a nice one. Again, it's a base of Corey Seager. It's a subset.
what's the name of the subset?
It's called the debut signatures. So
what does that mean?
It's actually a very collectible subset. It's basically the first year they played, the rookie year. It gives you like, let me see if the card has it. It gives you usually gives you the year or the date that they started playing baseball. So that's the main. So some of those subsets, like championship subsets, MVP subsets, and debut, they sell very well.
So what would that be worth?
That's like around $50-$60.
Okay.
now here we have a really nice
Really
one.
good. Oh yeah, that's.
A really nice one. It's an Andrew Benintendi rookie auto. It's not the base rookie card. It's a subset rookie card, so it's not as valuable as the base rookie.
Right.
But what's nice about this, it's numbered to 15, so it's got the blue, which makes it more valuable than numbered to 20.
You talk about the 15 subset, right? They're out of 15. If I get a 1 out of 15 and Frank gets a 7 out of 15, is mine worth more than Frank's?
Yes. There are collectors that collect the number 1 for some reason. And jersey numbers and the last card.
Very interesting.
So.
Okay, cool.
Now moving on.
Okay, are you gonna even look at it? Or are you just gonna grab it?
I'm gonna look.
kahuna.
I'll give the world a money shot. but-
Okay, I don't even want to look. I just want to.
So,
I want to see your reaction more than anything else.
All right, we're gonna take this one first. I don't know
Well,
if this is
no, the other side first.
this side. Okay, listening to the boss. All right. Well, this has got the C of A on it. We want to do this last, don't we?
It's up to you.
I'm going to say the one with the.
Okay.
What's nice is the gemstones. They come with a certificate of authenticity. So
Okay. This is already in a case too.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So all right, the first one which we have. This is a great card.
That's why.
He's so excited.
This is a great card. We were, Ken Griffey Jr., one of the all-time greats,
Yep.
elected to the Hall of Fame. Number to 15 autograph, and it's a beautiful signature. I don't know if you know.
Okay.
This is a nice one. This is a really nice one.
He is still one of the favorite in the hobby.
Okay, see this for 1 second. So, if I'm looking at this, I know they don't have they're not registered with MLB. So here, Griffey's wearing a White Sox jersey.
Yes.
Does that mean less or more than where if he was wearing a Mariners jersey?
It's actually less.
It's less. Okay.
Because his most collectible is Mariners.
Right.
Yeah, it's Cincinnati is a little low too, but White Sox. But the only good thing about it is there are White Sox collectors that might want it, and it's very rare that he signs in White Sox.
Right. Absolutely.
So it might still go a little bit more than premium.
So you saw Greg's reaction to that, how pumped he was, how excited he was. How much would that be worth?
Around 400.
All right, that's around 400. So that's the best card we've seen so far.
Yes.
Okay.
But hopefully not the best.
Hopefully not the
All right,
best.
so the next one. Now this is going to have a stone because we have 2 stones left.
We have 2 stones left.
All right, this is nice. We have a blue Buster Posey
All right.
number, and you can see in the back it's number 21, so we know it's a base card.
Okay, so it's number 21.
So you get 2 base cards in every set. So number 21 Buster Posey, and it's numbered to 10, so it's more collectible.
Sapphire parallel.
Sapphire parallel, and it's a lot better than some of the players you could have gotten. No, like the
It
Terry
doesn't really
Stotts.
seem, you don't really seem that excited for that one. That's like, yeah.
Like after the Griffey.
You got up for Griffey.
It's Griffey.
That's why I said
When I was
sorry.
a kid, Griffey. I mean, you have to understand. I mean, the 1989 Ken Griffey Upper Deck rookie Future Stars was like the greatest card when I was growing up. It was the only one that held its value.
All right, so what's
I got 2 in 1 pack once. Nothing will ever be
what's
like
Buster
that again.
Posey going for? That Buster Posey.
$50.
$50. We had a $100 one before.
All right, so the last card, as you can see, it comes with the certificate of authenticity.
Oh boy.
Diamond guarantee agreement. Excuse me.
I'm in goosebumps.
All right, so we're gonna do it slow.
This is good.
Oh my God, Honus Wagner! Wow, that's great. I mean, we're talking about one of the greatest baseball players of all time. The most valuable baseball card there is the Honus Wagner tobacco card. I forget
T206.
T206. How much did it go for in the last auction?
Well, it depends on the condition, but it millions.
Right, and that's always the famous
Yeah.
one. For those that know very little about cards, you know the Honus Wagner card is
Yes.
worth millions.
That's
So-
the card always in movies or, they always talk about it.
Right, okay, so this card, Greg, Is it actually Honus Wagner? I wasn't sure if you were being serious.
Honus Wagner. It's got a diamond number to 20 base.
Okay, so this really is a Honus Wagner card here. The Flying Dutchman, 10 out of 20. It says number 84. Now you did the oh my god, it's Honus Wagner. Was that like being serious or?
More like the name.
More like the name. It's.
I want to know if you were like that excited.
I am not excited because this is something that you don't worry about selling. The Buster Posey you could sit on for a very long time.
Right.
This is something you could hold this because
It doesn't go up and down that much because
it's consistent.
It's set
What
price.
is that set price?
Around 100 to 150.
Oh, I would have
That's
thought
it?
more. I would have thought more, to be honest with
It's a
you.
Honus Wagner card. We had a $100 Lee Smith card.
Hey.
Because that was an autograph. This is
And
an
that one is
autograph.
1 of 1. The
True.
Lee Smith.
Right.
If you pull a Honus Wagner 1 of 1, then it's a different story.
Okay, so there's a Honus Wagner.
And there was an autograph on the Lee Smith card, which if that was the Honus Wagner autograph, forget about it. Forget about it. I wouldn't be able to speak.
You'd be gone.
I'd be gone.
You'd be gone. Show over.
No, they would be doing a jig over here.
Before we get to that box, Frank, Buster Posey was one of the big 3 cards that we pulled out of that box. Buster Posey still the first catcher off the board, right?
No.
Okay.
Gary Sanchez going in the second round of 15-team drafts that I've seen so far, pretty consistently. Maybe in some 12-team league drafts, he'll fall into the third round. Some people are probably not going to want to pay that price for a catcher, but Buster Posey has fallen down draft boards over the years. You see him go into maybe 5th round, 6th round of drafts, maybe even take a Wilson Contreras over him. But, with some added pieces around him, a McCutcheon leading off maybe, Evan Longoria, that can only help his value.
So are you in or out on Buster Posey this year?
I'm never really a guy who's going to pay up for a catcher. Like, I'm not going to take one of the top 3. We did a draft together. I was targeting guys like Evan Gattis, Salvador Perez. I like to, the mid catcher ones. I don't take the top.
Like
elite
Wilson
guys.
Ramos.
Yeah, sure. That's our catcher one.
Go Wilson Ramos. All right, we're here for another box. We're trying to beat. So the best card that we have thus far is the Ken Griffey Jr. in the White Sox uniform in the case. You saw the excitement in Greg's face. That was real. Like the Honus Wagner one, I was like, this isn't real. The Griffey one is real.
Again, the Honus Wagner was, based on the name and other cards being like we said, was a diamond, was nice and all, but doesn't make it's not as valuable.
Okay.
At the end, the market is about signatures.
Sure. All right, so here we go. Pack number 2. I noticed, by the way, that these cards are thicker than some of the normal ones you see at a retailer, Toys R Us and whatnot.
This is nice because it's
Autographed.
Well, this is a Manny Margot rookie autograph. It's another insert. But what's nice about this, it's numbered to 7. So I think would this be considered the purple parallel because it's numbered to 7?
It might be his jersey parallel, so it's either his jersey. So there's some that are, if you look at the list, they're not sure of the number. It could be their jersey, or they just created a number that's not specific.
So the price is
$30, $40. But
you get me all excited.
But it's a big hold card.
Right.
He is one of the top prospects last year coming into the Padres system. I mean, when they made the trade with the Red Sox.
Right.
So I like him a lot still, but we'll see this year. This is his year.
This is the year we're gonna make.
Yes.
We're gonna see if we can make some money off of that card. What's up next, Greg?
So the next one's a very exciting card.
Exciting. Yes.
A very exciting card. It's got
Well, Sharon
3.
says it's exciting.
It's got 3 Hall of Famers and pieces of their bats and jerseys on here.
Wow.
So first you have a Tony Gwynn. Looks like a piece of his jersey. I can't tell. Is that
I thought it was a
jersey?
piece of tobacco,
Yeah, that's
maybe.
his
Piece of jersey. Then what's really cool is you have a piece of Stan Musial's bat.
Okay.
And then you have a 2-color patch from Rod Carew's Angels jersey, it looks like, which is great.
That looks awesome.
And it's numbered to 15, so again, it's more collectible. This is something that looks cooler than it actually will sell for. Because here you have 3 Hall of Famers, cool relics, stuff that you can't just go out and get anywhere else. But the reality is, what's this going to be worth?
$40, $30.
It looks very. Greg's right.
Yes.
It looks very cool when you're describing that. Tony Gwynn, Stan Musial, Rod Carew. That's one heck of a threesome, and to have patches and pieces of the bat, it looks very cool for sure.
Yeah, that's why I always tell my customers, if it's not worth $30 to you, just keep it. It's better than sometimes the value of it.
Would you guys rather have a patch or a piece of the bat?
If it's
Patch.
unless it's the top of the bat.
Bat
knob?
knob.
The bat knob.
Bat knobs are usually 1 of 1. They're very hard to find, and you could only find them in very super high-end product.
Now you talked to your clients, Sharon. How many clients at one time do you represent?
A a lot. I do shows, conventions, so I do have a lot of private customers.
Okay.
In the country or outside the country, so
So you have a lot.
International.
international. It's well, when we have in the basketball section, it's a big international market.
If someone in our YouTube chat right now offers you $30 for that card, would you sell?
Yes.
Yes. There you go. Someone in downstairs in the control room is offering 20. You got money right now. Would you do that?
That's up to him. It's his card.
You're running the investment firm.
I would. Just because, after the fee, somebody giving you the money now, why not?
Why not? All right, so we got a
It's
deal.
We got it
guaranteed.
sold.
We got to sell. All right.
We're only in it for $28.80 now.
Let's continue on.
All right, the next card. This is a really cool card to a baseball historical fan. It's a base great memorabilia from Frank Chance. The famed double play Tinkers to Evers to Chance the Chicago Cubs. Good baseball lore. It's a cool card to a collector, but not for value purposes.
Sure, that makes sense.
Moving on now, another legendary guy.
A lot of legends in this pack.
Yes, this is a cool one because it's number 20 to 20. It's a nice autograph of Jim Rice.
Yeah.
Nice autograph. Again, this would be big for a Boston collector, basically.
I was going to say, probably a Red Sox fan.
Or
would be
someone trying to
interested in
complete a
that.
set.
Yes. He's one of the Red Sox favorite if you in the area, but he also happened to sign a lot of products. So
So that decreases.
yeah.
So we're about halfway through this pack, give or take. Greg, how would you say you feel at the moment? You
Felt
feel,
better in the last one, but things are looking up.
so after that last one, where were you? Were you like this? Like I'm very happy with
I
this.
was very happy, but in theory, but not actuality, because I got more excited about stuff from the card perspective as opposed to the value. But that doesn't mean it can't change.
Sure.
Doesn't mean it can't change because we
here's-
have some rookies and
There's
Alex
still hope.
Reyes could.
There's still hope in that last pack. This pack, I feel like we got no rookies, so there's no hope.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Actually,
Come on,
That was
Greg.
last
we
pack.
got more to go. No,
got
That
more
was
to
last
go.
pack. All right. Okay.
Yeah, and this we have, it's a beautiful patch
Ooh,
auto,
Trey Turner.
3-color patch, auto, numbered to 20. Oh, the other thing we meant, the Jim Rice was 20/20, so that's another more valuable
yeah,
than
collectible.
it's
The
the
one.
last one.
Yes,
Yep.
last
first. So this is a nice Trey Turner patch auto.
That looks very cool to
Yeah.
me. Trey
Not-
Turner is a rookie. Got to hold that, I would think.
He wasn't considered a
It's
rookie
not a
last
rookie,
year.
so it's more like the value doesn't really go up as much.
Oh.
But in the spring training, which is in a few weeks, in a month or so, it should go up a little. Almost everything goes up like 20% in value because the excitement of the start of the season. You
That
know?
makes sense. So
Yes.
is that the best time of the year to sell cards?
Yes, for prospects especially.
For prospects, especially because for most of them probably their value doesn't get higher.
Well, it's a gamble, though,
It's
right?
a big gamble.
Because what if Alex Reyes becomes like a Cy Young candidate
Yes.
in the future? Then
Sure, or
That's the same as Judge last year.
no doubt about it. But you could also be Tyler Austin and be terrible.
Yes. That's why the best time to sell is during spring training. 'Cause
Right.
everything goes up, and after they get sent back to the minor league or didn't perform,
Right.
everything always goes back.
Frank,
Except one or two that might go up, like Judge last
Frank,
year.
and that's what we say with fantasy all the time, right? Like the best time to have a prospect is the second they get called up, because for so many of them, the value will not
Yep.
get higher.
Yep, and we spoke about prospects just today on Fantasy BFFs, and that's an
Check
exact
it out on
point
YouTube.
that Michael Florio brought up, and that's something that he continuously says, is that when prospects first get called up, that's the time to try and sell them because you could get the most of their value. Just watching and listening throughout the show today, I can tell that there are a lot of parallels between collecting cards and fantasy because a lot of it is projection. Do you think Aaron Judge is going to slump or get better this year? And, with guys like Manny Margot, is he going to become the prospect we thought he was? And if he does fulfill that, you do hold his card because then at some point his value and his card collecting value is going to get better as well.
All right, so there we go. Let's continue on, Greg.
So this card, first I want to admit a mistake. They are numbered to 25. Now this is a really cool card I'm very excited about because it's dual autograph and you have Eloy Jimenez and Ian Happ.
We spoke about Eloy Jimenez today.
Now it's the base card, it's numbered to 25, it's silver. But what's cool about this is Happ had a good year last year,
Solid.
solid, but Jimenez hasn't made it to the big show yet.
But he is the better prospect.
Oh, the much
Right.
better.
Yes.
Right.
Much better prospect. I mean,
So, like in
I think-
fantasy, Eloy is one of the top sellers last year until he got traded. But after he got traded, he also hit bombs after that for the first 10 games. So he continued to sell. So
I would say that this is probably a hold right now.
Oh,
as well,
big
right?
hold.
Because
Big hold.
Big hold.
What if
Big
both
hold.
of these guys blow
Blow
up?
up.
Like,
Yep.
what if Ian Happ becomes like a 30-20 guy?
it could
and-
go up like Judge, basically. Go up in value.
Now for that one, I assume, if I can see it correctly, Hap's in the Cubs jersey, obviously. If Hap gets traded, because he's always in trade rumors, does
Yeah.
his card go up or down?
That card might go down. Depends on how we perform after. But
Okay.
usually people like it in their uniform.
In their original uniform?
No, in their current
Correct.
now.
They
So
like
what
to
I'm saying-
buy the card
Yes.
based on the uniform.
But if
he's
Ian
wearing
Happ
now.
gets traded to, like, the Yankees, for
Well, that's
instance.
different.
Well, it looks like a Yankee
Yeah.
uniform because if you, again, there's no you
Yeah.
can't see
You
it.
trick somebody.
If he gets traded to the Angels, then
Angel is one of the weaker selling market, except Trout.
you want to... Okay, so that brings me to another question then.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in Chicago, St. Louis, New York, how much of a difference is that than being Kansas City, Milwaukee, Cincinnati?
Big difference in value. I mean, Hosmer for years, even he performed, never sold really, except the first year, because there's always hype in the first year, guys, you know. But right now, I mean, a Ian Happ card is probably
Worth more than an Eric Hosmer.
yes.
That's so interesting to me.
Yes.
What about, all right, look, Joey Votto, right? Like a superstar.
Oh yeah.
That,
So well, Votto is a different situation. He only has one rookie autograph card in the market.
okay.
So that's a different situation. But his regular, not rookie autograph, doesn't sell as much as
Billy Hamilton.
Oh, Billy Hamilton doesn't sell. Like literally, you could get his autograph online for like $5,
Wow.
$3.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Just because you're good in fantasy doesn't always translate.
Clearly
Yep.
not.
But if he hit more than he weighed, then it might be worth something.
It's more like a home run. The home run market dictates sports cards more
All
than
right.
anything.
So we have 2 cards out here left. We have
5 left,
we
halfway
have-
through the box.
We have 3 big ones
Yep.
left in there. How much money on these last 5 cards do we have to make to break even on these 2 cases?
A lot.
a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Maybe $2,000.
Probably like
well, what's the
$2,000.
value of the Jimenez and the Hap?
The Jimenez right now is like probably $100, $75 to $100.
But that has the potential to go to 500-600,
2
not-
to 300.
200 to 300. Okay.
Probably not soon because Jimenez is not going to be up for a couple
Exactly.
of years. So you're really going to have
But-
to wait on that.
In the prospect world, sometimes they even sell better than when they get to the majors.
Sure. Because
Which is
the hype and the potential.
yes, like Acuna is one of the
Right
biggest
now.
seller right now.
Right.
Even though we're not guaranteed he's gonna make it, which I hope he does.
Same thing with Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Right, Vlad Guerrero Jr., but Acuna is even closer than
yes,
Vlad Guerrero Jr.
yeah. They were all even saying that he could have made it last year, September call.
Absolutely.
But because of the arbitration situation, they didn't want to waste a year.
Do you think Acuna will start the year in the majors this year?
I want him to, but I'm not sure they will. They might wait till April.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Middle of April,
yes,
like Chris
middle-
Bryant.
Yep, exactly.
No way he comes.
I agree. All right, Greg, what's up next?
Oh, well, you know, we have a long way to go to hit that number with the next card. Yadier Molina, auto, not a very good one, but
You can tell it's not a good one where Greg has the card up and he's not even looking at it. He's,
Yeah.
he's on to the next card.
You're like, all right,
and
what do we
we're
got
excited about the next card.
Well,
We're
wait, before he goes to that, he doesn't know that Yadier actually is a very good seller.
wow, you see?
This is why you're here. Why
Well,
is
yeah, I would not think.
Well, first he hasn't signed he hasn't signed any cards like till recently.
Okay.
So all his cards are still, and people still consider he's the best Cardinal catcher ever. I mean,
Right.
you know, that card will go for like around $75 to $125.
Okay.
Wow, I sit corrected.
And you know what's really cool? You know what's really cool is I think the signature just literally just says Yachty, Frank. Is that what it says?
Is this a nickname?
That's how he signs.
Yachty.
signs.
That's really
Yep,
cool.
That is cool.
That's cool. So you're saying, Sharon, the Yadier Molina card goes for more than Stan Musial's bat.
Well, yes.
But like in theory, that sounds crazy.
But it's an autograph. You got to remember
But they
it's an
touch
autograph.
it.
He swung it.
Well, you're not guaranteed, really. But you know how many bats he probably threw away? I mean, in one bat, you could get like 1,000 pieces of those things, you
Right.
know? So it's a little different.
All right, the last basic.
The last base card's like one to get excited about. You know, probably the greatest Philly ever, Mike Schmidt. And what's great about this, it's a beautiful signature, and it's numbered to 3, 2 out of 3.
Wow.
It's a good number.
How much does that card go for?
Around 150.
150. So that's the best basic card we've gotten then.
In
Yes.
this case,
In this
Can I
case.
can I just have the card for one second? So on the back, it has at the top. It's what you were talking about before. But what is these like little stories in the middle?
Yeah. So in the back of the card, this one tells you that Mike Schmidt is a career .331 hitter with the bases loaded. He held the Phillies record with 7 career grand slams when he retired at 39 years old in 1989. You know, on July 11th at 1983 in Cincinnati, he stepped up to the plate in the bottom of the 11th inning with the bases full, 2 outs, and took Tom Hume deep to give Philly an 11-7 victory. You know, each card is going to have a different, information on the back when it's something like this. They're going to tell you about Yadier Molina. You know, on the dual auto card, for instance, they're just talking about, the 2 prospects.
Does that story create any sort of value?
No, it doesn't affect it. But the good thing about the higher end product is it brings back nostalgia when cards they used to put fun facts in there. Now the newer cards don't do that anymore.
Okay.
So the higher product they still do basically.
All right. So by my calculations, we need to make about like $1,900 here on these 3 cards. You don't seem confident, right?
No, I don't.
Any
You
superstitions?
gotta be confident.
Don't even look.
Which one did we say? This one first.
I'm not cheating this time.
No, this
so-
time.
I don't want you to see this.
I
stuff.
know, that's why
So
you
I'll say
choose
this.
your-
I'll say this to you, Greg. Griffey was on that side last
Yeah, no,
time.
I wanted Stones last, is what I was getting at.
Okay.
He always
So,
liked the
1,
Stone
2,
Guys.
3.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Hopefully you have the same reaction you just had with the Griffey one right now.
Come on, Google.
Come on, baby.
All right! All right! Aaron Judge! Aaron Judge!
All right!
Aaron Judge! High fives
All
around!
right!
High fives around!
So that was a real reaction.
Oh, yeah! This is one of the guys we're looking for.
So
the hottest
Check
name
them
in
all.
baseball.
Okay, here we go.
Let me see which one you got.
Unlike we just had it for Honus Wagner, you can just see it. The fist
$6,000.
pumping. All right!
But not only that, this is not just a regular RPA. This is a very famous subset. It's called the finishes. Basically, it gives you like the stats as a nostalgia. It's a very highly collectible one. This will probably go around $800 to $1,200.
Okay! All right! I will say this: the control room will offer $20 for.
Oh, well, not. I will say no.
The boss has spoken.
Okay, so let's put it up again.
Yeah,
so we
put
can
it up and show it.
Put it up right on the things we want to show it to you.
Nice.
There you go. That's the Aaron Judge card. That's worth give or take $1,000 right now.
Yes.
In between $800 and $1,200.
Yes.
Would you buy, sell, or hold this card right now?
Hold for a month.
Hold for so spring training.
Sell it in spring training.
Sell it in spring training. Wow.
Or unless you think he's going to hit another 60 home run or 50
then
home
you
run.
hold through the season.
Yes.
What about if the Yankees win the World Series?
Oh, it extra boost even.
Because they have a legitimate chance.
They
this year
do.
already.
So I might, we'll discuss this. Depending, we'll put it out there for higher than we're willing to take.
Yes.
Well, of course.
If we put it out
yes.
for $1,500, say, if someone's willing to pay it, we'll take it because we don't know if we're even going to get that if they do it.
Right.
You
Well, why
know.
don't you put it up for $2,000 and see what happens?
Oh, it could possibly happen too. Because
just
when
speaking,
he
you
got
know.
hot, that card could go up to 2,000 to
Frank, can I
2,500.
I want to see it too. So there you go. This is one of the cards you were looking for today. How come this is one of those ones you were looking for?
Well, Aaron Judge, like we said, it's his rookie year. Even though it's not a rookie card, he is probably the biggest name in baseball right now that people want. There's something about a rookie, his size, his power. He plays for the Yankees. He's just got everything.
New York
Nine
market.
out of 20 there for Aaron Judge was the number on there.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if that was 1 out of 1, I mean.
Well, it's not a conversation.
No, but I'm just saying, like 9.
That's a good
just
one.
to think about, if 9 out of 20 is say 1,000, what would 1 out of 1 be?
Close to 10 grand. 5 to 10 grand.
Okay, so now we're pretty close to making our money back. One good card here. We're in there.
We're feeling-
Don't cheat, Sharon.
We're feeling really good. We're feeling really good about this case. We're
feeling good.
No matter what
No
happens,
matter
we're
what
happy.
happens now, we're feeling
happy.
good.
Even because
I
we had
feel
fun
good.
doing it. All right, the next one.
Let's do it.
Ooh. Nice card, not a big seller.
I
Hall
know
of
his
Famer.
reaction is like,
Kirby Puckett.
Kirby Puckett,
Puckett.
red, sapphire, right? No, ruby. Excuse me, red ruby.
yes.
Number to 15, and you asking about the back of this card, they talk about how Puckett wanted to generate more power at the plate after his first 2 big league seasons, so he worked on developing a leg kick. As you could demonstrate it in the picture.
So $1,000 for Aaron Judge, give or take. How much for Kirby Puckett?
50 to 100. I mean, the only good thing about that is he doesn't have a lot of stuff in the market.
Right.
So
This is
this
it.
is the
This is-
card.
this
There's one card left. We need. Do you know what? Sharon,
No,
do you know
I
what it
didn't
is?
see it.
So you have no idea what it
don't
is. He's grabbing everywhere.
I
Looking
know.
for the, if there was like a.
Special. Here we go.
All right, this is.
Disappointing.
Well, no, it's disappointing, but it's not because it's a blue. George
It's
Sisler.
emerald.
It's an emerald. So
Sisler.
George Sisler.
It's one of the great early era players,
Right.
you know.
number to 5. I don't know enough about
It's
it to
hard to
comment.
come back.
George Sisler.
It's hard to come back
hard to
after
come down.
Aaron Judge. You know, like it's like
See, I always tell you
Sharon's
to,
right. You should have went the other way.
I always tell you to start from that side. He likes the diamond for some reason, but for me,
it's
I
the
love
base
autographs.
card. It's the base card.
That's true.
If you get the Judge Diamond 1 of 1, isn't that the canary of all the judges? The one you're after, the biggest one, the albatross, whatever you want to call it.
I will still like the autograph better.
Okay, fair.
And to me, the diamonds right now is like a fad because it's a new thing. You know,
okay.
people like it, but I'm not sure it will stick in 5 to 10 years.
All right, Sharon,
Yeah.
how much is that card worth? The big kahuna that we just had, the George Sisler.
Probably like $100.
$100. Okay. Greg told us a little while ago these two cases were about $2,900. Given the however many cards we just did, 20 cards, right? 20 cards we just opened. How much right now? If we sold everything, how much would we have made?
I mean, without holding the big card, because the big cards right now is a hold. I mean,
Okay.
even the judge for right now, you're probably gonna get like close to $1,800 to $2,000.
Okay. Are you given that right now? Would you be satisfied? Like, not that you're going to sell every card. Are you happy with what you just got out of those two
Yeah,
cases? You're
I'm
happy.
very happy.
It was worth it for you.
Yeah, it was worth it. I got an Aaron Judge auto, rookie year. I
but-
mean,
well,
number
I-
to 20.
No, I understand
I
that.
just but from a standpoint, you know, you can get Aaron Judge and other sets that there's no numbers on them.
Right.
So this is only 20 of them.
Sure.
It's the most expensive set. It's the biggest name. How could you not be happy?
But you-
Should have gone out on top and sold the rest blind.
Well,
but
the answer to that, how can you not be happy, is we were just told, listen, these cases are $2,900. That one card will be $1,000. You're not there. So that's what I'm trying to get
But the
to.
good thing is it has potential, though.
Yeah.
There are cards. There are cases that you don't open that you. I mean, you
I've
open
been
that
there.
you don't get
I've
the
been there.
potential at least.
Right.
There's 3 guys. There are top 3 prospect out there. I mean, besides Judge, Margot, Alex, and Swanson this year could blow up.
Also,
it just happened that last year is older down year, so all those could make an impact if he gets breaks even or
Hap
not. in the
too.
case.
Hap
Oh,
and-
Hap and
Yeah,
Eloy,
Hap
yeah.
and
Yeah, I
So
mean,
there's
I'm
a lot
very
of
happy
potential.
with this. This is, there'll be some short, quick game, but there'll be some good hold, and there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of excitement.
How long do these things, once you put them on the market, how long do they take to sell?
Oh, you could run them in a day. I mean, it's up to you when you want to move them, you know. So there are people that don't care about investing them or holding them for their potential. They just run them. So that's the time you might not get that much for it.
Yeah, I mean, it could sell. Someone may make you an offer the day you put it out because they want it, they need
Yep.
it, and it could sit there for weeks.
Yep.
All right, final question from me. When you have these briefcases, do you ever just put stacks of cash in them so it
Yes.
looks like you're a villain?
All the time. I actually have handcuffs.
I could see him doing that.
What's cool about this? I don't know. I don't believe it actually works. Hold on. It
There are
comes with
keys.
keys.
That's great.
There are keys, but I don't think they actually work from past.
Experiences
Sex
trying to put
experience.
with the cash that you put in there,
Well, I mean,
It should work.
theoretically.
I think it's more. I think it's a dummy for the allure because.
But I think you could just drop it and break it.
But you can buy a
Don't ruin my
handcuff.
dreams.
You can buy a handcuff to put on here and the thing, so you look like a courier from
Yes.
an '80s spy movie.
Yes,
You know.
exactly what I was asking.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
All right, that's awesome.
And it's shiny, so people will notice.
I agree. If you carry these two cases around, they're gonna think
I-
you're like you robbed the bank, maybe.
I'm gonna be more like Kramer. I'm gonna open it up and have crackers in there.
That's perfect. This has been the 2017 Panini Flawless Baseball Case Break. Greg Vine, thanks for hanging out, man. This has been awesome.
I had the best time. Can't wait to do it again.
The Aaron Judge excitement is still percolating throughout the
See,
room.
you know what the problem with that is? I'm going to be honest with you, just for really quickly. You get the taste. I got a judge, right? But I didn't get the best judge. It's still out there. So that's you know.
JFK might still be out there.
All
That's right.
rise. Here you go. This one's yours. Congratulations. All rise, Aaron Judge. Sharon Young, you have been amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you
This
for
has been
having
great.
me.
Frank Staffel, your baseball analysis is always second to none. Besides Mike Florio.
Thank you, Greggy.
You got it. I'm Greg Sussman. Thank you so much for watching our case break. We'll be back soon with another one. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We will see you next time.